Hey, I'm Max Joseph. Previously, we talked about Tier 1 rural survival kits, meaning it was actually on our body. Now I'm going to do Tier 2. It's a little bit larger carrier, and for this one I'm using the Maxpedition Proteus Versipack. This has enough equipment in here where I could last for several days out in the field if I had to jettison my rucksack, which is our Tier 3 gear. So just going over this briefly, and this is by no means complete, but this is the basics that you would want in your Tier 2 equipment. On my external pockets right here, I have my flashlight, which is dummy corded in. I also had a flashlight on my body we talked about previously. This is my secondary one. I've got my multi-purpose tool, which ideally would be dummy corded in as well. In my other pocket, I have a compass, which is also a secondary compass because I have a primary on my body with my Tier 1. When employing your compass, always keep in mind that your index finger should be pointed straight ahead to keep that compass pointed straight in front of you. Also keep in mind that that needle will be drawn towards any heavy metal object. So if you're wearing a rifle or if you've got a lot of magazines on your kit, keep it further away from your body. Also be aware of power lines and large deposits of metal and or metal buildings, etc. On this military lensatic compass, I have both the forward sight and rear sight. By looking through my rear sight, lining with my desired point, I would then rotate my bezel ring to line up with my north seeking arrow, and I would keep those two aligned. I would then walk to my desired point. External pouch out here. I've got a broken down MRE, and when I refer to broken down, we remove this chow from the main plastic envelope because it's far too bulky. We also jettison those cardboard boxes that these individual meals come in, and we just stick the individual envelopes inside here. Inside the main pouch, the basics here, I've got my cat tourniquet, I've got my Israeli dressing that go obviously right on top where they're easily accessible. Lastly, I have my 15-foot sling rope with 2 locking carabiners in case I need to negotiate any rocks or do any kind of descents. For descent out of helicopters down cliffs, I'm going to employ a hasty ranger seat, and that is tied as follows. I get a bite in the center of my rope. I bring the bite through my legs, bring my running ends through, up and around, cinching it down, making sure it's nice and tight for both safety and comfort when you break. On my left side, I will then tie a square knot, and I will half hitch each side of that square knot for extra safety. At that time, I would stow in the excess in my pocket, taking my carabiner, bringing it down and through both my ropes, and rotating around so my gate is up and away. I'm now ready to hook on my main line and rappel with my right arm as I come out of that bird. So if I have to drop my main rucksack because of escape and evasion reasons, or possibly I'm getting in trouble in the water where I need to get rid of that thing, my secondary gear, like my Maxpedition Proteus Versipack here, is great because it stays on my body, but I'm not fully encumbered with the rucksack. I'm still able to run, and I'm still able to sustain myself in the field for several days if necessary. Stand by for the next one.